Hello, I'm Jay from Volunteer Audio, and we're going to go over the differences between AGM batteries and lithium batteries. Do you need to upgrade your Harley with one, and the different scenarios in which you should or shouldn't do so? All right, so I have people that call all the time and they want to know, do they need to upgrade their battery? And they're normally asking me this question because they're looking at upgrading their audio system. They're looking at one of our mini packages and they're trying to figure out which battery is the right one for their Harley. So I'm going to try to go over some specs with you and tell you why we would use one. So in the sense of audio, anytime that our voltage on our battery drops below 12 volts, we start getting into a situation where our amplifier will clip at lower volumes. So if you've set your amp up correctly and you've got it where your gains are set, where your amp doesn't clip so you don't blow up your speakers, but let's go to this scenario. You're the type of person that sits around without your bike running and you like to listen to your radio. Maybe that's for a long period of time, or maybe it's short periods of time just to show off to your friends. If you're going to listen to it for a while and you see that battery voltage start to drop below 12 volts, we get into the problem that your amp's going to start clipping and you're more likely to fry your speakers. But you're also starving capacitors inside the amplifier and you're most likely shortening the life of the amp. Now at Volunteer Audio, we're very particular about what amps we use when we build our packages, and we're always looking for very good quality but also extremely efficient amplifiers. I'll give you an example. The factory boom amplifier that's in a CVO Ultra or a Road Glide, those amplifiers pull about 30 amps of current at peak power each. Now some of those bikes have 3 of these amps in it, so it's 90 amps of current on a stage 2 boom that has 6 speakers. The amp that we use, the Hertz HMP4D, it's 600 watts. It's actually louder than all 3 of those amps together once we do our install, but it only pulls about 18 amps of current. So I think you can gather from this, we've only got 50 to 70 amps of available current in our Harley normally, and 90 amps is just way too much that we would want to pull from a stock battery. But if you've bought one of our very efficient kits, we've only pulled about 18 amps, which doesn't really require any upgrade of a battery whatsoever. But I want to try to go over what the benefit would be even in that scenario. So the factory Harley battery, some of them are lead acid depending on the year, some of them are AGM, but your warranty is pretty much nothing. Most of the time you've got 30 days, maybe 90 days warranty on one of those batteries. When you buy one of them from Stinger or Excess Power, our warranty is going to get substantially better and our cost is normally lower than buying it from Harley. For instance, our Stinger is actually a 3-year free replacement versus the Excess Power AGM is 2-year. Both of these are far superior to that factory battery warranty. We're also going to get higher cranking amps. Both of these are 500 cranking amps and they have a longer reserve time. They're going to go about 57 to 65 minutes in reserve time on our AGMs. They're going to weigh about the same as factory. They're about 25 pounds. And I actually really like lithium, and we're going to get into that here in a second for the benefits over AGM. But back to our amplifier situation. If you've got more reserve power and you have more amp hours, you're going to be able to listen to it longer without dipping under 12 volts. Most of these batteries are going to rest about 12.8 volts, and you're going to get quite a bit of time before you drop under 12, which is where we don't want to be. You would use your standard charger. Most of you have a trickle charger for your factory battery. It would be the same one you would use on your AGM batteries. Now let's move on to lithium and talk about the benefits and the ones we have offered. Now all of these batteries are on volunteeraudio.com. It's very simple to get to them. You just go to our motorcycle category and then select batteries and you'll see all the available options. Also, all of these are direct replacement. They drop in right where the factory battery went. I will point out that the Stinger actually has terminals on the side. So when you drop it in, they're a little bit more difficult to get your battery cables on this battery. Where the Excess Power on the cheaper AGM version is going to have just like the factory terminals. And all of our lithium versions actually have 4 terminals. So you have the ones to hook the factory cables to and additional connections for all those accessories you may be adding. So let's move on to our lithium batteries. This is the XV30Q. It is super light. We're talking about a battery that weighs under 5 pounds. This battery is a factory replacement battery though. This is not for that big upgraded audio system. It's about 500 cranking amps, which matches the other 2, but it's only got about 10 amp hours versus 32 amp hours on an AGM. So this really isn't your system long-term listening battery. This is just a lightweight, good battery. as a replacement if you don't have a large or upgraded audio system. Now let's move into probably my favorite battery. I really like the LI-PSX30Q. It's a 900 amp battery, so it's over twice, or it's right at twice the cranking amp of the AGM. But the real benefit is with any of the lithiums are they charge extremely fast. They're going to charge about 5 times faster than an AGM battery. So when you do start the bike, and they're going to start it much better because they also sit at higher voltage, it's going to recover from that much quicker. That's going to allow our voltage regulator to cut off the charging from the stator, and you're going to have more power and get better economy. They're also going to last somewhere between 3 to 5 times longer. Now, you're not going to find any of the lithium battery companies giving you this super long warranty. All of these are only 1 year, but they're only 1 year because we know what you're going to do with them. You're probably buying lithium because you've put a huge audio system in it. You're pulling tons of power, and you're going to want to show off over and over killing these batteries. But if you use them in normal use, you're still going to get 3 to 5 times longer life than the AGM or the factory battery. So even though you're paying more to buy a lithium normally, it's going to work out cheaper per year than buying the AGM battery. So the PSX30Q is 900 amps. It's also 39 amp hours, but 39 is much longer than what we're getting out of our AGMs. But even when you pull it down, you're going to very quickly charge it right back up. So this is really for, I think, any of our upgraded systems up to 3 or 4 of our amplifiers. They actually say that up to 3,000 watts of power. Our normal amp is 600 watts. Now we do have the big bad boy here, the LIS30Q, 1,800 amps. It weighs a little bit more, but it's still very manageable. It's probably 7 or 8 pounds instead of the 25 pounds of the AGM. We're talking over 3 times the cranking amps and over double the amp hours at 78 amp hours. 6,000 watts total. Now, at Volunteer Audio, we don't build competition bikes. We build rider bikes. So we're not going to ever put you in a position where we think you need this battery. If you want a lot of long playtime, this is your battery. I mean, you're going to get hours of playtime without having to start the bike up. Now, we'll go over some of the downsides to lithium. If you live in extremely cold climates, under 32 degrees, these batteries almost don't work. So when you go out to start your bike, you're going to realize there is no power. And normally what you would do is you would turn on your headlight, you'd wait a few seconds, and that voltage draw will actually warm up this battery to the point that it will start your bike. But if you ride or store your bike below freezing, I would not recommend a lithium battery to you. I don't think it's a good idea, and you're going to end up probably aggravated at me for selling you one. If you're above freezing, there's really no downside to one of these batteries. The 2 upper end batteries, the LI-PSX30 and the LI-S30Q, they're going to sit about 13.5 volts without your bike running. That's going to give you a lot more power into your amplifier, and it's also going to stay very steady at that voltage all the way down to its discharge. Now, one thing to keep in mind is lithium batteries do not give you warning when they die. They're going to go from playing your system at great volume to not able to start your bike with no warning. So definitely don't play it way longer than you should and then try to start the bike. So like I say, you'll get 2 hours out of this. Don't go 3 hours and expect it to start. It's not going to happen. You also need to change out your charger. So we're going to need a lithium charger. We do offer that on our website at volunteeraudio.com also. And we have some packages built where we discount the charger when you buy the battery from us. So with all that being said, I have another solution. So we just talked about you listen to it too long and your bike won't start. I really like this setup. It's called a power bank. It's also in our battery category. It's from Excess Power. But what I like about it is, on a Harley, if you have a jump box to try to jump off your Harley, you have to take your seat off and try to get to those connections, normally under a whole bunch of other wiring, to jump off your bike. Yeah, I know you could go to the starter and try to get a clamp on it, but with one of these jump starters, you normally have 1 or 2 tries max, and if you don't get a good connection, you're going to run that charger down or that booster down without actually starting the bike. So this is the solution. Bolt this to your battery, pull this out underneath the side panel. We normally do it on the right side, right where the ABS module is, or the ABS unit, and we'll put it behind that cover. So if your battery ever goes dead, instead of removing your seat, you simply slide that cover out enough to access this plug in your jump starter, you have a great connection, and you're going to be able to start your bike up without any problems. But again, let's go over this again. Lithium batteries are going to last you 3 to 5 times longer, and they're going to charge 5 times faster. They're also much, much lighter than the factory AGM battery is. We're also going to give you a much better warranty when you buy from Volunteer Audio than going back to the dealer. And if you compare prices, you'll find out we're always substantially less than going back to your Harley dealer to buy a battery as well. If you have questions, please comment below. Send us some messages. You can go to sales@volaudio.com. You can also find all these batteries at volunteeraudio.com, and you can call me at 1-844-30-AUDIO. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, share this video with your friends, and like I say, if something I didn't cover and you've got a question about it, throw it in the comments below. Later we're going to have Sean from Excess Power come back, and we're going to do a follow-up video, and we're going to go over all your questions. So thank you for watching, and God bless.